Hello everyone, hope you are all keeping very well. I thought I would do another vlog for you today, a very quick one this time on Comet 2019 V4 Atlas. I've been doing my research on the comet. I've seen it once over the last week or so, but it's clouded over here in Northern Ireland now and the moon's getting bright, so I haven't seen it in the last few days. However, amateur experienced comet observers are picking the comet up fairly bright at around magnitude 7.9. Some observers are even getting a range of 7.6, which makes it perfectly placed within range for binoculars, especially 12 by 80 millimeter binoculars or even 10 by 50 millimeter binoculars if you have a dark sky. So it is a binocular object for trained observers and is around between 7.5 and 8 magnitude. The comet is fairly large, anywhere around the 10 arc minute range. Some people are getting it wider. And currently aperture effect is coming into play. But what I mean by aperture effect? Well, if you want to get a realistic magnitude estimate or brightness estimate of a comet and a true measurement of the comet's coma diameter, then you need to use the smallest instrument which shows the comet clearly and comfortably. For example, if I use my 8-inch Schmidt to make a magnitude estimate of a large diffuse 8th magnitude comet, my magnitude estimate will be completely different from someone who used binoculars. So for the experienced guys, people who want to get the accurate estimates, if you're really into that kind of thing, and it's recommended you use the smaller instruments, smaller wide field instruments, perhaps small rich field telescopes or good binoculars. That will give you the best results. But don't let that put you off. If you don't have that kind of range of instruments to follow the comet with, by all means observe it with what you have. That's the idea anyway. So, but at the moment, the comet is showing a nice cyanogen green coma. It's rich in gas, and the tail is developing. There's a nice straight tail recently been captured on CCD images. It's now getting slightly more prominent and longer. And the latest images I've seen today, which I'll post now, show that this image shows a nice straight tail with colour in it suggestive of dust as well as a gas tail. It's possible that the dust and gas tails are superimposed on one another together. That's why you get that variation in colour from like whitish grey and purple to the green gas. So it's looking well. On the other side of the coin, the comet has slowed down its rate of brightness now. The brightness rate has slowed down. It's stalled somewhat. This was not entirely unexpected. What happens next, nobody knows for sure. The comet, if it keeps slowing down, the comet may underperform. However, the comet could be in a transition phase from producing gas further out to now switching to more higher rates of dust production. And there's a possibility the dust rates may overtake the gas in the coming month or so as the comet gets closer to the sun. Latest estimates measure the comet's diameter. The actual icy nucleus inside the comet is approximately 10 kilometers in diameter, which, as I've said before, that's equal to the diameter of the nucleus of Halley's comet. So it's a large nucleus. The same size of the nucleus which wiped out the dinosaurs 65 million years ago, which formed the Chicxulub crater off the coast of America under the ocean. That extinction event was caused by a 10-kilometer diameter comet impact. So it's a sizable object with a lot of energy in it. So this comet's similar. It's large. It seems healthy. It's obviously producing a lot of gas. So signs are still encouraging for a nice object in the next month or two. So what can we expect? At the moment, nobody knows for sure. There's a lot of discussion going on within the comet community, a lot of speculation, there's some pessimistic comments, and then there's the optimistic views. And the truth is that nobody knows for sure what it's going to do. Nobody knows how to predict the brightness of a comet to any accuracy. It's just not possible because they're so unpredictable. Astronomers can predict the orbit of a comet. They know where it's going to be at a precise time and place and a rough idea of how bright it may be, but they won't know specifically how bright it will be. So that's the excitement of observing comets. The more pessimistic view is the comet may fizzle out and break up. So far, there's no signs of that happening, so we're good so far. The other point of view is the comet may only peak around second magnitude at best when it's so close to the sun. We'll only get to see the comet before that when it's within range, so it may be fourth magnitude. So we may be talking about a fourth magnitude object. Even fourth magnitude is a faint naked eye comet and a very nice binocular object, and definitely one for photography. Again, we'll be popping up with the bright twilight sky. It'll be a lot lower in the sky too, so we'll need a good horizon. That's the worst case scenario as far as magnitudes go, but I could live with that. It won't be a great comet in that category, but it'll still be a nice object and something for us all to observe and photograph during these trying times. The other outcome is the more optimistic view from some of the orbital predictions based from, I think it was Dan Green in the USA. He's going for a brightness range of possibly 0 magnitude plus 1 or 0. That's a fairly bright object. Again, that's when it's close to the sun, so if that came about, we might be lucky enough to see something in the second magnitude range or first magnitude range, first magnitude star, so that's pretty nice. The more optimistic range now, oh by the way, forget about all the glamorous headlines going on around the world about this comet at the minute. It's very unlikely to reach the magnitude of the moon, a full moon, a half moon now. That seems to have been ruled out completely. But as best case scenario, at the moment, it might even reach magnitude -4, which would place it visible in broad daylight along the likes of planet Venus. But we're getting ahead of ourselves there. It might not even happen, but that's the optimistic level. So for the moment, nobody knows for sure, but it's still exciting, it's interesting, and I encourage you to observe it as often as possible and photograph it as often as possible, because it needs to be documented every night. Comets are very unpredictable. They can suddenly fade, they can go into outbursts and suddenly flare in brilliance. Remember Comet 17P Holmes? Wow. So you never know what you're going to see. Unfortunately at the minute the moon is getting bright in the evening sky, so if you want to see the comet at its best, you need to set your alarm for the early hours after moonset, so you have a nice dark sky. Eventually the moon will completely overcome the sky this month and we won't be able to see it properly at all. You can still observe it with instruments, by all means keep tracking it, but getting reliable magnitude estimates and comet diameters are not going to happen in a bright moon. But 2 weeks time there will be a dark window appearing in the evening sky again, the moon will be starting to wane, and we'll be going to our next dark period, and by then hopefully the comet will be even brighter again and we'll get some idea of what's going on. But I hope that helps, and cross your fingers, and maybe we'll have something nice to photograph and observe mid to late May. Thanks for watching.